In 1972 June, Lockhart was fired from Miss USA for one reason. She refused to hide her personal life, and the morality clause said she had to go. But that was only the beginning, because at 44 she rejected the role of Carol Brady and watched someone else become an icon. At 99 she was still doing yoga and asking for wine at fan events, and now at 100 her co-stars are finally talking about the rock concerts, the rebellion on set, and the moment she threatened to sue, reminding everyone that this is not the June Lockhart people remember from quiet Sunday night TV. June Lockhart was born straight into the heart of the stage on June 25, 1925. And even her birth felt like the next scene of a family drama, because her father, Gene Lockhart, had already worked his way from Canada to Broadway to Hollywood, starring in hundreds of films, and her mother, Kathleen, came from British theater. And the couple named their daughter June after their wedding month, then raised her not just as a child, but as the next performer, constantly surrounded by scripts and rehearsals and costumes. So while other kids played with toys, June listened backstage, soaking in the rhythm of acting. And by the time she could speak full sentences, she was practicing diction. Like other children learned the alphabet. And at only 8 she stood on stage at the Metropolitan Opera in Peter Ibbotson, proving she was no ordinary child actor. And in 1938 she joined her parents in A Christmas Carol, playing Belinda Cratchit, with real family chemistry lighting up the screen. And 2 years later, she worked alongside Bette Davis in All This and Heaven Too, learning how powerful emotional acting could be. And that confidence carried her into Sergeant York in 1941, where Gary Cooper was so moved by her performance that he gifted her a Bible and wrote a personal dedication. But Hollywood also pulled her into its darker corners as she saw stars treated badly, like the moment she defended child actress Margaret O'Brien from Judy Garland's cruel pranks, showing even as a teen she had backbone, and that determination was tested again when she nearly froze filming Son of Lassie in brutal Scottish weather, running a high fever, yet refusing to stop because she feared losing her career. And soon after she suffered through toxic makeup, fumes in She-Wolf of London, only to have her painful transformation scenes cut, leaving her angry and exhausted. But she still pushed forward as studios tried to turn her into a pin-up star, promising big money if she posed for revealing photos, and she refused every time, telling them she would build her career on talent, not exploitation. And by November 1947, she shocked Broadway as Janet Blake in For Love or Money, performing 2 on 28 shows. And critics declared she had arrived like a sudden comet. And then she made history by winning a one-of-a-kind Tony Award for Outstanding Newcomer, which now lives in the Smithsonian, proving she carved her own legacy. And she continued rising alongside icons like Ingrid Bergman in Joan of Lorraine, even as scandal swirled around Bergman. And by the early 50s, Lockhart was known for endurance, performing 8 shows a week, with no understudy, mastering both humor and drama. And she became part of Broadway's inner circle, spending nights at Sardi's with the legends, and in 1953 she earned her first Emmy nomination. But losing it to Lucille Ball strangely saved her, because when Lassie became a hit, CBS still had her screen tests, and in 1958 she stepped in as television's new beloved mother, fighting for her young co-star John Provost behind the scenes, feeding him and guiding him while also pushing for better treatment of the Lassie dogs, and resisting sexist rules in her contract by secretly adding independence into her character as small acts of rebellion. And when she demanded equal salary in 1964, networks refused, but fans flooded CBS with over 10,000 letters after she left, proving she had changed television for mothers forever. And then came Lost in Space, where she won the role by staying calm during a fake alien attack in auditions, while 127 others screamed, and she endured terrifying claustrophobic situations inside heavy spacesuits, while still becoming a guiding force who introduced her young castmates to rock music, driving them in her old fire truck to Whiskey A Go Go, to watch bands that would become legends like the Allman Brothers and her backstage music rebellion helped the entire crew survive even the most embarrassing episodes, like battling giant vegetables. And when Jonathan Harris mocked her with sexist lines, she confronted Irwin Allen and forced him to make Harris apologize, proving again she never let anyone diminish her. And soon she became the heart of Petticoat Junction. When tragedy hit that series, although her arrival could not save the ratings. And around that time she co-hosted Miss USA with Bob Barker, until tabloid outrage about her relationship with a younger man destroyed the job because the early 70s still punished women for living freely. And even her Thanksgiving Day parade appearances came with danger, like the time a float accident left her bruised, though she laughed it off publicly, and the world was surprised when NASA embraced her because she brought space travel a warm human voice, recording public service spots, and even watching astronauts from mission control at 2 in the morning while hearing her father's song play for the crew. And the strangeness of fame hit again when she turned down the Brady Bunch role, mistakenly thinking she would be forever stuck as a mom on screen, and later admitted she regretted that decision, as Florence Henderson became the defining TV mother of a generation, while June kept working quietly. But music remained her great love, and she lived a secret rock and roll life long after audiences thought she was just the gentle mom on TV attending shows. Loving Bowie so much she kept his photo in her wallet, and hosting that legendary Halloween party where she hired the future Allman Brothers Band before they were famous, and continuing to shape her young co-workers' taste in music, because she believed great art should always be shared. And even NASA astronauts thanked her later for inspiring them to look toward space, and she stayed true to herself, never selling out. And her former TV son Bill Mumy says she is still one of the smartest people he has ever known. And even near 100, she showed off yoga stretches and ordered Chardonnay at fan events, laughing that her secret was good plastic surgery and a few young boyfriends. And though she never won an Emmy, she earned something rarer with 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, both given on the same day in 1960. And she returned to Lost in Space by voice in the Netflix reboot, proving her impact crossed generations. And NASA honored her again in 2024 with a major public achievement medal. And now her late-night rock stories have gone viral on TikTok, introducing young people to the rebel behind the TV mom image, while she stays peacefully out of the spotlight, reading newspapers every morning and living life on her own terms at a full century of age, reminding everyone that she was never just the mother in Lassie. She was a fighter, a rebel, a Broadway star, a space icon, and a rock pioneer. So if you love hearing the real stories behind Hollywood legends, make sure to subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin and press the bell icon, so you never miss the truth behind the stars you thought you knew.